People who got a second chance with the one that got away. How did it happen? My girlfriend ended things 3 days after we signed a lease we never moved into. She said she loved me too much to resent me later, that she'd never lived a single year of her life for herself. I helped her load her sister's van. She left the movie stub from our first date taped inside my toolbox lid, and I never took it down. That was 5 years ago. I stayed in our town, took over more responsibility at the electrical company, bought a small house with a crooked porch that I fixed on weekends. I dated 2 relationships, both with genuinely good women, both ending the same quiet way, with them sensing they were competing against someone I never mentioned. Then, last February, I got called to an emergency job at the elementary school on the east side. Heating failure, kids sent home, wiring older than my father, and the janitor walking me through the basement holding the flashlight. I knew that walk before I knew the face. Her mother, same woman who used to send me home with soup in old margarine tubs. She went still when she recognized me. Then she said, "Careful," as someone handing over something breakable. She's back, you know, since November, teaching 3rd grade, right upstairs. And that ugly little stub from the movies, it's in a frame, honey, on her desk. My daughter framed a ticket stub. I said something professional about the heating and drove home with my ears ringing. I didn't go find her. I want that on record. I talked myself out of it 100 times in 5 years. She left for reasons, and reasons deserve respect. 2 weeks later, at the hardware store on a Saturday morning, someone backed into me at the end of the paint aisle and sent a box of outlet covers skidding across the floor. I heard the apology before I saw her. That specific laugh folded inside it, the one from the passenger seat of my old truck, completely unchanged. Blue winter coat, shorter hair, paint swatches in her hand and a smear of dried glue on her wrist, because some people are exactly who they've always been. Still buying the cheap outlet covers, she said, like 5 years was a long weekend. We stood in that aisle for 40 minutes, then coffee next door for 3 hours. The paint swatches were for her classroom shelf, and somewhere in hour 2, she set her cup down and gave it to me straight. No varnish. Leaving was the right decision made at the wrong cost. She'd done it all. The city, the different jobs, the year abroad teaching English, and she was glad, and none of it ever fixed the specific quiet of Sunday mornings without me. I kept waiting for someone to feel like home, she said. Turns out home isn't a feeling you find, it's one you build, and I walked out mid-construction. I told her about my 2 almost relationships, and the truth I'd finally admitted in the second one, that I wasn't unable to move on. I was unwilling. There's a difference, and it costs more. Then she reached into her bag and pulled out the frame. She'd taken it off her desk that morning. She swears she doesn't know why, just that she'd started carrying it around like a nervous habit. Our ticket stub, faded to almost nothing, the movie title barely a ghost. I framed it the week I left, she said. 5 years, 4 apartments, 2 countries. It went up on every wall first, before the mirrors, before the photos. My roommate in Lyon asked why I kept a blank ticket in a frame. She finally looked up at me. I told her it wasn't blank, I just knew what it said. We didn't rush it. That's the part I'd tell anyone in the same spot. The second chance isn't the finish line, it's a second application, and you both better show up with more than nostalgia. We dated like strangers who happened to know everything about each other. She met my crooked porch. I met her classroom and the shelf, painted the exact blue of my old truck, which she claims is a coincidence and cannot say with a straight face. Last month, on the anniversary of the hardware store collision, I took her back to the same theater, same seats, row F. Before the lights went down, she handed me a new ticket stub and a pen and said, "This one's for the other side of the frame." I wrote 1 word on it, stayed. It's on her desk now. 3rd grade has a lot of questions about it. She tells them it's the end of a very long story and the start of a better one. Sometimes the road back is 5 years long. Walk it anyway.